Well, hello and welcome to Little Workroom Crafts. Today is Monday the 9th of January 2023. I'm just popping out for a moment and I will see you very soon up in the little workroom. So I'll see you later. Bye. Right then, hello. So I'm back up in the little workroom, and I did a little intro in the car this morning because I popped out to do a little bit of shopping, and I accidentally went to the charity shop. Because let's face it, we do accidentally go to the charity shops, don't we? Got a lovely cream cardigan for £1.50 in the sale. So yes, I'm quite chuffed with that. Okay then, right, so today is episode number 131, and anywhere that you can find me is down in the description box, and anything that I mentioned today will also be down in the description box. So I am actually wearing, let me go back a bit, Glenn brought me a new Popsy dress look for Christmas, and it's got all circus on it. That's the first time I've worn it today, and I've got my blue navy woolly tights on. Keep my little legs warm because they are little. I'm only 5 foot tall. Oh my gosh, yes. So it's yeah, a nice bright day, as you can see out there. Oh dear me. And there was something else I was going to say before I started. Popsy dress. Oh my gosh, yeah, I went in this shop this morning. I can't believe it. Well, you know, I mean, what can you say? I went in this shop this morning, the first shop, and the one of the shop assistants was up at the shelves doing things. And first thing that she said was, "I love your scarf," because I had my wrap on, you know, my Advent wrap. I went, "Oh, thank you very much." Oh dear me, so I've got my first compliment on my lovely wrap. So I'm well chuffed about that this morning. Okay then, right, so today we have a bit of a busy one again, to be honest. Right, I have my cross stitch, my progress on my cross stitch, progress on my fireside blanket, and I have a new cast on, the progress on the birthday present socks, and I have a couple of naughties, but they're allowed, and I also have an idea about this situation with my quilt. So let's just hop right in with the cross stitch first, shall we? As you know, I am doing some spring ones, and I'm using the Ada that my lovely friend from Scotland added into the Advent, and I am doing, it's a Lizzie Kate, and I am doing the Good Things pattern. There it is. As you see, obviously, you know, you get your colours and your thingies and all that lot. But I've just gone into stash and doing it, making it up as I go along, basically. And this is it so far. I am absolutely loving this little cross stitch. I ain't actually going to put any yellow in that heart like they have in the pattern there, because there's no point putting yellow on yellow, in my opinion. But, oh yes, I am absolutely loving it. So I am just coming to do the, because it says, good things come to those who stitch. So this here is the comes. It's starting to be the comes. See my posh pumpkin needle minder that was sent to me last year? Oh, I love that. It is so smart. But yes, that is it so far. I'm enjoying it. It's one of those little ones you can just pick up and you know, and put in a few stitches, and I am really enjoying it. Okay, so let's put that away there. So that's the cross stitch. Now the crochet. As you all know, for Christmas my Glenn brought me the fireside blanket kit from Wool Warehouse by Lucy at the Attic 24. It's all done in the Highland Heathers. Now I haven't brought the pattern up because when you buy the kit from Wool Warehouse, you actually get a printed off coloured pattern and everything, but you can go over to her blog Attic 24 and you can get all her blanket and all her other patterns free. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, if you have yarn to do it, just go over and you can actually download her pattern for free. But I am on my second row. Let's have a see how, yeah, it goes this way. So that is there, and the colours, oh, the way she put her colours together are just amazing. I absolutely love it. I love Lucy's blankets. And yeah, so I've got on this row, it's like 2 small, 1 big, 2 small, 1, I think that's the way it is. And I can't wait already to get to the outside, because once you've done the middle piece, then it's just rounds and rounds of grannies, and I can't wait to get to that bit. I really, really can't. I am so looking forward to getting to that bit. So as you know, I love me borders. I always love a border. Okay then, right, so I am also going to now show you a new cast on. Now, I did cast this on yesterday, and I said last week about having a vanilla sock that is just a pick-up, you know, just in case I have to shoot off anywhere or go anywhere, just a vanilla sock, because we all have to have a vanilla sock on the needles. And as I have said before, oh, my lovely friend Mishka, hi Mishka, she's actually got an Etsy shop where she knits and crochets baby garments and stuff. So I'll put her details down below for you. And she's also got an Instagram page. But she brought me this lovely yarn. Oh my goodness me, this beautiful yarn for Christmas. It's from Bobble and Badger, and it's called Dreamland, and it's a 75/25, and it's a hand dyed sock. And my gosh, look at that, look at the cake. Oh, my Elmie's meowing. Elmie, come on darling, look at that. It is so gorgeous. Hello darling, come on, come and say hello to everybody. Right, and I casted on a vanilla sock yesterday, and I tell you what, the actual Addy unicorns with the pink cable go lovely with the sock yarn. What are we like, eh? Also in the with the yarn, there's this beautiful stitch marker. Look at that, it's a little mitten, and it's a sheep. Now, I have kept the details for that, so I could tell you where Mish had got it from, because I'd not heard of these. And it's a Crafty Little Bear. I'm assuming it's an Etsy, or it could be an online shop or an Etsy shop. But yeah, honestly, everything is just matching so well. And as I say, look at who that's knitting up. It is just amazing. These little stoppers, my lovely friends Judith, Susan and Paul included in my advent. So they just had to go, obviously, because it's all sheep. And I've got one of my sheep yarn cozies. But look at that. Oh my gosh, that is so... And the soft. It's knitting up so soft. In a way, I suppose I really should have done a shawl, but oh, I think I'd get more wear out of socks. But what I'm thinking of doing is I'm going to knit a vanilla pair, this vanilla pair, which doesn't actually take a whole ball. And then what's left, I have, hold on, stay there. I have this, which I thought would go really well. And then I'll probably do some shorties using the, what's it called? Mosaic sock pattern by Christine Perry. Do you remember I knitted 2 pairs, I think it was the beginning of last year. Oh my gosh. I've got to make myself a cover so it matches everything, because you know I have to be matchy-matchy. But oh my gosh. Oh, I just love it. Absolutely love it. So yes, I am planning on getting 2 balls, 2 pairs of socks out of there. I can't see why I won't. Right, let's leave that there, because that's got to, let's go and show you something else in a minute. Right then, Lump, that's what I call him, bless him. Diddy, look away. Oh dear me. As you know, I am doing the Stephen West, and I bet you I have left a pattern down there this week. Do you know what I have and all? Ah, Stephen West. Oh, what's he called them? They're not honeycomb socks. He's named them something else. Oh, I'll put it on the screen and down below anyway. And I showed it last week, and I'm using the Drops Fable. And I'm doing these in Manchester United colourway for my brother for his 50th in March. And look, I am just so chuffed with the way these are turning out. I really, really am. That is a bit more gold, I must admit, and the red is more like, you know, red. It's like letterbox red, the colour of Manchester United. And then his pattern, I must admit, you always learn something new with Stephen West. That's all I'm going to say, and I've said it before, and I'll probably end up saying it again. You really, really do. And he has done on this this pair of socks a garter heel, and I loved every minute of that. I really, really did love doing that. It was just so much fun. So because I've Googled the uniform, and I've got kind of white on the collar and bits. So, but as I said last week, I couldn't get, I couldn't get white Fable. I could get an off-white, so that's what I've got. So I bought off-white in the heel, and I've already done the decreases of the toe, of the gusset. Now I'm on his big massive foot, because my brother's got big feet, and then I'm going to do a cream toe. If you notice, I have actually gone for plain on the foot, because actually on the pattern of Stephen West, this bricks, it's called building bricks or something. Oh, anyway, yeah, that is all the way down, and I thought that might be a bit too much for my brother with his feet in boots and stuff like that, and trainers. So at least I know with it being plain, he will be able to wear them. So I am so chuffed with the way this sock is turning out. So yeah, but now I've just got the round and round and round of his massive big foot. So yeah, so I don't think, yes I did I keep them? So yeah, it's Drops Fable, and I say I got colour 111, colour 400. I'm sorry, but I don't know what colours are for what. And then I should have another one in here. Oh, another two. There's me black. Oh, what have I done with them then? Have they in that one? Oh, hang on, might be in there. Oh, I bet I've left them downstairs too. Someone come to say hello? Elmy! Elm! You come to say hello? Yeah, so yeah, and I will have to, next week I will actually work out what colours go, what numbers go with what colours basically. But I am so, this pattern is such a dream to do. Oh, I loved every single minute of it. I'm hoping when it's blocked and I've got to sew in all my ends and pull them tight, and that will look nice and that look neater on this side, because this is where I join my yarns and stuff. So all this lot's got to be sewn in. So yeah, but oh my gosh, I am absolutely loving it. Loving it. I am using the Addy unicorns. I am hooked on these needles, 80 centimeters with magic loop, 2.5. Normally I do a 2.5 for my brother on 72 stitches, because as I say, he has a big foot. So but they don't do well, they didn't, I haven't looked lately, but they didn't when they first came out. 2.25 in these. They do a 2 mil, which I have got a pair. I was saying to my friend Teresa, when I do the Katie Green toadstool socks, now I know that Katie Green normally do her socks in with a 2 mil needle, and I thought, I said to Glenn, do you know what, I am just going to do what Katie do. I've never knitted anything on a 2 mil needle, and they are thin. But yes, I am going to be knitting my socks. He's got dust. I don't know where he keeps getting all these marks from. I am going to be knitting them when I get them, because I said to Glenn I'm going to get some yarn. I reckon I'll be using the West Yorkshire spinners or something like that. Or I could even get the drops, to be honest, see what colourways they've got there. Do the socks, and obviously I'd love the hat done as well, and I also would love the cardigan. But as I say, the cardigan and that will definitely be done in West Yorkshire Spinners signature or something like that. Come on, down. Elmy, come on, it's a good boy. So yeah, so I will be using the 2 mils. I can't believe I'm doing that. Using the 2 mil needles for my toadstool socks. So Katie, I might be calling on you. Help. Oh dear me. Right then, okay. Now, if you noticed, I haven't actually shown anything about the progress of my quilt. What I thought I would do is, because as I said last week, I'm going to do the every other block is English paper piecing, but I'm going to do it as little squares. Now, I'm going to throttle my little lad in a minute. Hang on. Look, you're not allowed up there. Why have you got wet feet? You've been walking in the bath again, ain't you? Yes, you have. You've been walking in the bath again. He likes the bath. I don't know what's wrong with him today. He'll have his dreamies in a minute. That's right. You sit there like a good boy. So what I thought I would do is I will start doing some little tutorials. And probably on a Friday, because we've got this podcast on a Monday, haven't we, of what I've been doing and so on and all that lot. We have What Have You Been Up To Wednesday, which so far we have 2 this week. So really excited to show you those. And then on, I thought Friday, it won't be every week. It won't, and I will say that it won't be every week. Perhaps every other week or something like that. I would be doing a tutorial. Now I thought what I would do is I would start with the English paper piecing. I know I have done an English paper piecing one before with hexagons, but I thought, you know, not everybody has a sewing machine. You can do English paper piecing basically with any shape, as long as it all goes together with your angles, but squares are simple enough. So what I have done is I went in my scrap box yesterday and I got out a load of fabrics, and the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to do it slightly different to what you would normally recommend, what would normally say is English paper piecing. It's going to be glued onto paper, well, stitched onto paper. It's going to be stitched together the same way, but the actual preparation is going to be a little bit different. But I won't explain it all now, obviously, because the tutorial will be coming up. If it's not this week, it will definitely be next Friday. And also I have plans for bonded applique, stitchery. Now, oh my gosh, I went for a stage where I loved stitchery. Now, stitchery and red work is basically the same stitches, the same procedure, but one you use red and the other you use different coloured threads. That is basically the difference. So I will do how you you transfer your patterns over, the easiest way of doing it. And as you all know, I like to do my crafting as I wouldn't say cheap, because I wouldn't say it is cheap. As low cost, that's the word I'm looking for, as low cost as I possibly can. So, you know what I mean? You don't need all these fancy tools and gadgets. Trust me, I have found a way. So they are going to be, so there's going to be a red work one, there's going to be a stitchery one. I can show you my stitchery quilts as we go through that one, because those two will probably be going on for a couple of 3 weeks at a time. You know what I mean? That's not just a one thing. Same with the English paper piecing. I will see, I know there's a load of out there, but I will see if I can also be brave enough to do a crochet. Now, I know I used to teach crochet like I used to teach patchwork and quilting, but I think when it comes to crochet, I don't know. I know I've been doing that longer than anything. It's just, I feel more comfortable with talking about my patchwork and quilting and stitchery and all stuff like that, but you know what I mean. But anyway, I'm hoping to be able to do a great, crochet one, And this one is the one that I'm still not 100% sure on, but I'm still thinking about it. And it is doing a tutorial on knitting socks. Okay. As you all know, I crochet right-handed, but I am actually a left-hander. So that actually will be left-handed. I know there isn't a lot out there on that, so we'll see what happens with that one. But as I say, this is just my way of how I do things, because, you know, I am self-taught when it comes to the patchwork and quilting. I read and read and read. So I've learned by my own mistakes, basically. If anybody would like anything like, you know, how to start off with cross stitch or anything like that, add it on, you know, let me know and I'll add it onto the list. And this year I'm hoping that I will be able to do a load of tutorials for you. And yeah, we'll go from there, shall we? And then hopefully on the What Have You Been Up To Wednesdays, you'll be able to show what you've been doing. That would be brilliant, wouldn't it? Absolutely brilliant. Excuse me. Oh, sorry about that. So yeah, so that is the plan. As I say, I don't know if they'll be starting this week. We'll see how it goes. You know, being I'm starting off with the English paper piecing, I probably could start off this week, but we'll see if I have anything else on the go. I am actually going to be starting to, this is tomorrow morning, cut out, oh, I've got some gorgeous fabrics. Absolutely beautiful fabrics for spring, summer, for the season. I can't wait to get into them and I can't wait to start. And that is just, that's bags, that is the cozies. Oh my gosh, I just cannot wait. I'm so excited to start cutting into them and start making stuff. So I am going to have to say, if I don't start it tomorrow morning, what I'll probably do tomorrow morning is get it all out on the table, and then I measure everything up, and then I got my to-do book, and then I'll work out what I can get from what piece of fabric and go from there. But I was hoping to be able to make some stuff and then upload it like this month, but I'm just so scared at the moment with all the postal stuff that's going on, and we're not having any post up here at all. In our little town. It's last week we had got 2 letters on the Saturday, I think it was, and that was it. No, there was no postman up this end at all. You know, and I'm just so scared of stuff going missing, you know, not only for me, for my work that's gone into it, but also for you. You know, it's disappointing for you. And yeah, but I could see them, and wow, I'm so excited about the fabrics. So excited. So yeah, that'll be cool. Right then, okay, hang on, sorry. I've got a bit of a croak. As I mentioned at the beginning, I have actually had a naughty. I know. Now, I haven't often had naughties these days, but I could not resist this. Well, these. I will say these. Now, anybody that don't know Emma Ball, where have you been? She obviously on Boxing Day, I think it was, started her sale. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I had not had actually anything of Emma Ball. Oh, I tell a lie. I had a couple of their little tins, you know, the little slidey tins for keeping in me notion pouches and stuff like that for me stitch markers, but I always had my heart set on one of her bags just to see what they were like and just everything about them. I just love the prints. Oh, I just love it. Absolutely love it. Well, she had 2 of her zipped bags actually half price. Or was it better than half price? I think there was 60% off actually. And I grabbed, there was one with, I wish I'd have gotten both, but anyway, I didn't. I got, there was one with sunflowers all on. And then there was one with the penguins in sweaters. And it was reduced down to $4.99. I know. Look at the lining. Oh my gosh. And I'm keeping my posh socks in there. And oh, I just couldn't resist it. And I've moved my badge over because my sheepy badge. And yeah, I'm just so excited that I got this. And then, because anybody that follows Emma Ball will know that she's done a collaboration with, and that's just gone out of my head. Wow, the crochet pattern lady. I'll have to put it on the screen. I'm sorry, I can't believe that's gone right out of my head. Anyway, so because I've got an account with Emma Ball, and what you can do is before stuff are actually put into the shop, you can actually put them on a list that when they come in, they are automatically, you're notified, you pay for them, they're posted to you. That's basically what it is. You know, like it's not like a waiting list. You're kind of reserving one. Well, anyway, so this these crochet ones, I thought, I was looking through and I thought, oh yeah, I'd like that bag. I like that bag, and oh, I like those stitch markers. That tin's nice. Blah 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 blah. And I kept thinking about them. Well, anyway, they obviously weren't ready for release. Then all of a sudden, Emma Ball. Because I even watched the live they did on Instagram of them two. Oh, that was so much fun. I really, really enjoyed it. But then Emma went and have launched these crafty gnomes. If anybody hasn't seen these crafty gnomes, wow, that's all I'm going to say. Now the tin, look at the top of that tin. There's English paper piecing. There's knitting, there's crocheted flowers. They are just adorable. And they are called the Crafting Gnomes. We'll look after your goodies because this is a little tin. Okay. Now, this is the one thing that actually is available. There's a few tins and a couple of her notebooks that are available. But she's also doing this size project bag and the big drawstring project bag. I have got them reserved. Well, I thought, well, I got gifted some Christmas money by a lovely viewer, so that's going to go towards it. And they've done a bookmark that flaps over that's like magnetised, I think, by the looks of it. And, oh my gosh, so I've reserved one of those as well when they're ready. But on the actual side of this tin, look, is little English paper piece and hexagons. I know. Then I know one of my stitch markers are actually on Diddy's socks, but I'll show you. Get 2 of each. You get 6. You can buy the tin on its own, or you can buy the stitch markers on their own, or you can buy them as a combination. And that's how I got mine. So you get 6, and you get 2 of each. So I've got 2 of those. Look at him knitting. This one is holding a crochet flower, and this one is watering some carrots. I just think they are so cute. And you can, I brought them with the lobster class because obviously with me doing magic loop, it's, you know, they look pretty on the front, don't they? Actually, I'll get this out now. Because as soon as they came, I had to put one, even though I don't need it now, but I had to put one on. Do you know what I mean? We have to decorate our socks. Look at that, look. So cute. Well, as I say, I am so eager and I can't wait to get the bags. As I say, I'm going to get the zip bag and the pull through, the drawstring, and one of the bookmarks. That is what I've got on the reserve list at the moment, and they're just waiting on them coming in because I did actually ring up. Oh, what's that lovely lady's name? Oh, forgive me. She works in the office. She's in the office part of Emma Ball. We had a lovely chat on the phone. Oh, I think is it Sarah? Oh, why have I got Sarah in my head? Probably not something completely different. You know what I'm like. But anyway, you know what I mean. Oh, thank you ever so much for your help on the phone. Do you know what I mean? They are a pleasure to work with because I actually put my order in, and then they made this little tin of stitch markers available. So I rang them up and see if I could add it on, and you know they did. They were so helpful. Then I upgraded my postage to courier, which these days I think is a bit more safer. And honestly, they are just a pleasure to work with. And I also got some other little bits, but they're like, you know, cards and stuff in this sale, so I can't show you those. But they also got me, hold on a moment, Oh, they also sent me, which I thought was so nice. They got me they sent me a thank you envelope with some lovely cards in and envelopes. Look at those. I love all this kind of stuff. I really, really do. So she does still have, well, she did yesterday when I had a look, still have some of her bits on her sale. But go over and have a look at these crafted gnomes. The stuff is phenomenal. They are the cutest little gnomes. I think you're going to have to do crafting gnomes with pumpkins though. But oh my gosh, they are just so cute. But as I say, as soon as the bags go live and they go onto, and I obviously buy them, I'm sure she did say when I asked that one should be the end of February and one in March. So we've got a little bit of time to wait, unfortunately. You never know, they might be out earlier. But honestly, they're the cutest, absolutely cutest. And I am so chuffed with this. They're so heavy duty. It really is. And, you know, it's perfect for popping in a bag, you know, for my vanilla socks. So I'm just so excited about them. I really, really am. Okay then, right, so that can go back in my little Harris tweed bag. This little notions pouch has been transferred from one project bag to another because I just love using it. It's so cool. My friend Teresa got me that. Right then, okay. Right, where are we now? Is there anything else I need to talk about that's happened in the week? I don't think so. Glenn had Friday, Saturday, Sunday off, and we did end up staying at home. We were planning on going out on the Friday, but unfortunately I was not good. I woke up and it was damp, and the damp do off play up my body basically. And I know we've got a load of you know, new subscribers, and I do walk with 2 sticks. I am, you know, not as able as I used to be, but I still plod along. But yeah, it's it's a bit really, I'm going to say. Yeah, I think so. Saved me crochet. I've been happily away crafting, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to start this on Friday, but we'll see how we go. If it's not this week, it will definitely be next week, because as I say, there is a different way that I'm going to show how to get the, you know, the precise square and all this lot. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about it now because it's going to be a video. Everything that I have actually got up is in a playlist, so I do already have tutorials in a playlist tutorial. So yeah, so that'll be fine. And I think that's it. Okay then, I think I better hop along then. Go downstairs, go and feed the little chap his dreamies for his lunch, because that's obviously what he wants. He's a little devil. Right then, just on a serious note, I feel very uncomfortable doing this, but I have been asked a number of times, and I mean quite a few. I've been, you know, shall I, shan't I, and all this lot. But I've been asked a number of times on how, especially people over, you know, over in the pond, as I say, you know, and over that side of the world, how they can actually contribute to this channel, because obviously the postage is so expensive to send as gifts, because that's what they would like to do. But and I've just said, oh, you know, that it's fine, and I keep getting asked and I keep getting asked. Now I am actually monetized now with YouTube, so thank you to you. It happened last October, I think it was, and so I don't talk about any of this, I just keep it all quiet. And so, you know, I am that now, and I am able as well to do YouTube's version of, oh, what's it called? My head today is not very good, is it? Oh, I don't know. It's where you do extra videos, isn't it? And people pay for different tariffs and that. Well, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that at all. Do you know what I mean? That I just haven't got the time, and I wouldn't be able to do it, and it wouldn't be fair. Anyway, but I have found a way that if you wanted to, there is no pressure. Please don't think there's any pressure. There's no pressure on this, but I have actually set up with YouTube, because I was eligible to do it, the thanks heart button. Okay, so you know, it's you push. I think that the gift of I understood, which could mean anything, is next to the like button there should be a heart button. Now I've set it up, and you push on that, and then you can, you know, it sounds awful, donate, you know, what you please, basically. And yeah, so you know, I'm doing this for the people that have asked, or if anybody is interested, it won't be mentioned again. It's like a Ko-fi account, but it ain't. Oh, what's that other one? I know you're all going to be shouting at the screen, ain't ya? Because I don't do Ko-fi, I don't do nothing else like that. I don't do nothing at all. So it is basically, you know, as I say, because I don't know. Anyway, I've got my own reasons, and you know, I just don't doing extra videos. It ain't as if I got an interest in life anyway. So, and you see it all on you know, me Vlogmas and me Vlogtober and all stuff like that. So, yes. So anyway, I have set up the thanks button. It's called the thanks. I think is what it was. It was thanks. Button, and it should be a heart button, I don't know, and then you do what you want to do and stuff. I don't understand it really, I think, but anyway, I've set one up. So I do appreciate anybody that would like to do that, so I'll also say thank you ever so much now. And yeah, you know what I mean, it's, as I say, I won't mention it again because I always feel awful. What a long way around all that. That's about 4 minutes. It's going to really annoy me what that's called. No, it isn't, because I've already done that bit. It's, oh, I don't know. I know what I mean anyway. Right then. We'll see how much of that I cut out, shall we? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, my gosh, my gosh. Okay then, right. So I am going to love you and leave you all. I am going to go downstairs and I'm going to make a nice hot cup of tea. I'm going to sort my little chap out. Because Glenn is on earlies, he will obviously have his sleep with his dad this afternoon, like he normally does. And I will be downstairs because I use BorrowBox for my books. And there is a book that I've been looking out for, which is the Manningtree Witches, or Witches of Manningtree, or something like that. Well, Manningtree is where I go and have my tattoos done, to be honest. As if it is the same place. I'm assuming it is. And anyway, so I looked on BorrowBox yesterday, and it was out on loan, but it came available today. So I reserved it, and I've got it just to start listening to. So I'm looking forward to put my earpodsy things, plugs, no, they're not, they're earphones, in and start listening to that book. I think it sounds good. I'm reading one that was recommended by my friend Teresa. Is it I'll talk about that next week because I can't remember the name of that. Do you know what? I'm having one of those days, and I really am. Okay then, right. So I'll show my new book next week. I'll tell you how I'm getting on with my audio book from BorrowBox. And yeah, we'll go from there, shall we? So I'm going to leave you all in peace. I think you need it after today's episode. Oh, just quickly, there has been a lady that's asked about my friends that are sitting here in my corner. So let's bring you over. Pop you down. Right. Now, she has asked about these little friends, and she said that there probably is a story behind them all. There is, you're right. Okay. My lovely, lovely hedgehog. Look at him. He is, you're a little feet. He was knitted by Judith. You've often heard me mention Judith, Paul and Susan, and Judith knitted me this, and oh, it's so precious, so precious. So wherever the little friends go, the hedgehog goes with. with this little man here. Now this actually was Danny from oh my gosh, Vina, what's wrong with you today? Alex's partner from my yarny corner. We get there eventually. Not last year before, he went out and about and he brought her the issue of one of the crochet magazines, and this little chap, she showed it on her podcast, and this little chap was in it, and I had to go and buy it and make it. I did it in the sheepy. Right, are you laughing yet, Teresa? Oh, bless you. Oh dear, I can't say that word. That yarn. And that is the story behind him. So it was actually Danny from my Yarny Corner's fault that I actually made him. This little chap was gifted to me. I've got the box somewhere. I don't know where I've done. It's around here somewhere, in the room somewhere. And it's the box of crochet, I think it was. I don't know if they're still going actually at the moment. Well, Teresa gifted me this little lad, and he's got his little bell. And he's all made in cotton. And I loved making him. Actually, oh, he was a little joy. He really was. Then out of, let's see if I can find them. Not that side, because that's my knitting books. Yeah, all these are quilting. That's me knitting, and these are me crochet. Yeah, that's fine. Right, okay, I had to stop it and start it again because I couldn't find my books. I was looking for big ones. Anyway, so these two, which is the little sheep in the jumper, because you know how much I love my sheep as much as my pumpkins. And him, I just adore him. Look at his little tail. Now, all these are all done in, oh, hang on, I tell her. He is done in Stylecraft Special. And he is done in the yarn that I can't say, with a Stylecraft Special coat. Okay, right, so he sits, no he doesn't, he sits there, he sits there. Gosh, or was it the other way around? I can't remember now. Oh, I don't know, I'll have to look at the picture. So he sits there, he's there. Ooh, don't want that in your eye. And he's there. Right then, so they are out of the Peek-a-Pal books. These are so much fun. This is the first Peek-a-Pal. The animals in it is just amazing. I don't know if there is actually a page where they've got all the animals, because some of them do, don't they? I don't think they did. Let's have a look quickly. No. But oh my gosh, the animals in this book is amazing. And then I managed to get hold of a copy of Peek-a-Pal 2. Now these two, anybody that's been following me for a while will also know that what I do is I wait for the books to be out for a while. Then I look for second-hand copies. And these are both second-hand copies. You wouldn't believe it. I go on World of Books or somewhere like that and get them. In this one, as yet again, the animals in it is absolutely brilliant. They really are. If you're an amigurumi fan, these Peek-a-Pal books, look at those. See, there he is. There's my little birdie seagull with his hat on, Tamashanti. And the sheep. Now, did I get the sheep out of the first one or the second one? I can't remember now. But oh my gosh, there is just unicorns, oh, dogs, you name it. Honestly, they're just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant books. As I say, I know that they have published a new one. Was at the end of last year, I think it was. So I'm waiting for a second-hand copy to come along and then I will buy it. Definitely, because their animals, their patterns, the way they do things are absolutely brilliant. Right then, I'm going to bimble off now and leave you all in peace, as I said like half an hour ago. No, not really. And I'll be back on Wednesday, and I've gone dark. Why have I gone dark? That's better. And I will be back on Wednesday for What Have You Been Up To Wednesday. And if everything goes to plan, if not, it'll be Thursday. You know what I mean? You know how things go. You know how we are. Life. but it should be Wednesday. Let's put you up a bit more, that's better. Okay then, right, so I'm going to love you and leave you all, and I will see you all in a couple of days. So please take care, stay safe, and as always, happy crafting. Bye.